Okay, I got all my things. Ah, stop. God damn. I have a question though. How do people actually figure out these puzzles? Like, actually. Some of these just, like, I would have just thought these are here because, you know, sometimes the game has stuff. This is here because, you know, they were investigating. Like, why would you ever make this connection? This is basically banking on the people who dig through game files. Like, that's what, like, there are people who just do that. They find the code and they, like, dig through it to try and find secrets and stuff. And then, when people find it, banking on the fact that they're gonna share it to the internet. So that anyone who doesn't know would just, like, find out about it. Oh, hey. A Nico. Oh, did I see this?
You're listening to America Overnight, now in its 29th year.
I don't think I did.
Or is it? It is, don't worry.
Okay.
Tonight we're discussing thrift store oddities and one-of-a-kind finds. Peggy's on the line from Biloxi. She and her husband found a beautiful Himalayan salt lamp at a garage sale. Tell us about it, Peggy.
I'd heard of salt lamps, you know, those glowy rocks you plug in. They're supposed to release negative ions. Clear the air? I got one, only $4, and I put it in our living room. I thought it would look nice there. It gives the whole room this lovely orange glow.
Now, this is usually when the call takes a turn.
It's my husband. When he's in the living room, he won't take his eyes off the lamp. He's obsessed with it. If I turn it off, he gets so upset. He says it needs to stay on no matter what. Last night, I woke up at 3 a.m. He wasn't in bed. I found him in the living room staring at the lamp. He was smiling. His eyes were open, but I thought he might be sleepwalking, so I shook him. He just kept smiling at the light. Then he started to speak. He said every time a reflection reflects itself, it gets a little greener.
I've read that.
And then he turned to me. He was still smiling, eyes open. My husband's eyes are brown, almost black. But the eyes of the man in the living room last night, his eyes were green.
Sounds just like Decatur. Get everything you can out of every college kid. Peggy, I'm so sorry to cut you off there, but we need to go to commercial. I'd like you to stay on the line, though. My producer, Karen, needs a little more information. Okay?
Okay.
America Overnight. We'll be right back.
Ooh, a case where they actually got an actual thingy. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I did it. God, that one was annoying to do. Another set of crystals. Where the cube needs to go. Oh, do you mean that? Like here? Fuck! Okay, I'm not sure what that did. I did do- oh, that, I guess. Oh, hey. There we go. An odd thing happened today. I was on my way into the lower caves to visit the id. I was bringing them a teddy bear to see what they'd do with it when I came across a stranger. I found his unperturbed composure in the strange place curious, so I engaged him in conversation. He explained himself in an idiosyncratic foreign manner. I believe he's one of the Finnish immigrants that have been arriving in the city. It's odd that the Bureau has already brought sanitation services down here. Cleanliness is next to godliness, I suppose. His name was difficult to make out, but I found him to be an interesting fellow. He knows a surprising amount about this place and seems to move in it with an uncanny ease, which I admit vexes me a bit. I thought I would master the twists and turns of this beast's belly before some janitor, and yet he easily slipped away and left me lost in the red caves when I tried to pursue. I hope to run into him again. He seems to feel right at home here, as I am beginning to. Perhaps next time we'll introduce him to the id. I bet they'd like that singing voice of his. Oh, VHS tape procedures. Item has proven impossible to fully contain when in the proximity of human beings. Item is sent to redacted in the redacted of the oldest house in order to prevent any future access. A VHS, video home system, tape cassette. Its item will not eject from the television player used at the time its ultra status became evident. The VHS plays footage of redacted, which is, I think, Ati, cleaning a floor and dancing. This footage renders individuals incapable of movement, speech, or thought while the television screen is within view. This effect is estimated to last indefinitely, though the most time spent in this state by test subjects 21 hours. Individuals only recollect hearing strange music during their entranced state. Footage plays on a constant loop even when the television is not connected to a power source. Even when the television and its footage are contained within an enclosed cell with no window, agents of proximity have been driven to open and enter the cell by the item's entrancing nature. Saw that. Ooh. What's this? Apologies, how embarrassing. Astral fellows, shades are acting hostile, very rude. We cannot direct behavior. In external, not astral regions. Promise, fingers crossed. Okay. Hooray! I did it. Look at them all, they're so cute. And synchronized. Very creepy. Got an achievement, one of us. Had cat ears. Oh, that takes the... Why would you want to take them off? Apparently you can only wear these in the foundation area, which is like... Come on, guys. That's boring. Anyways. Alright. Let's finish this bullshit. In cat ears, because fuck you. Oh.
That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Probably pretty deep.
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial.
That'd be hilarious.
Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
You're weird, dude. Like, you are so fucking weird. You are the weirdest. Anyways. In I go. Weird.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
They're not doing a good job if that's the case.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Let's see. What does she have to say? Yeah, I saw that.
I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board sent it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench, the Bureau, the House. They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. 2 birds, 1 bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stopped the hiss. I did it. If Faden did her part, then the Bureau is safe. Until the next thing. Jessie has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Faden, here's my last lesson. You can't save everybody.
Not that Jesse won't try. Ooh, that's creepy. Nice of them to put a control point right here, though. What's this?
Director Faden here.
I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
Nobody else hears the house.
It's an honor, Director.
Their
Okay.
ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Anyways, I'm going to... Wait. Turn that off. Ooh. There she is.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
You voted is made right.
You fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
In a stupid way. You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Excuse you, you're not allowed to dodge. Fuck. Ah, shit. I hate when if you fuck up just once somewhere, it's just you might as well just start over because you're fucked.
Send a ranger out. Director's orders.
Does this go anywhere? No, it's just a place for... Oh, nice. The former sent assistance. It's a little annoying that it took it this long to send it, but... Ooh.
Out of ammo.
Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where is she? Where did she go? Where? Oh. There she goes.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. To stop this, I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Marshall's kind of an idiot. She really should have told Jesse about this. Yeah, that's probably the way to get back up. Hehe. We are cleansed, liberated, hallelujah. The foundation is stable, beaten, a-okay. We hope you will improve your attitude, loyalty. Nah.
Well, fuck you too. Oh, I'll be sure to. Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Just to double check. Yeah, there's nothing here. The nail do belong, though. Yep, that was close. Oh, the former's here.
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
She did.
She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean,
What good is a director who can't hold her bureau together? I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Cool. Do I get to do anything now, or...? There we go. Let's see if Pope has anything new to say.
Oh, hello, Director.
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit. Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it? Define anything. Anything unusual? Define unusual. Emily. Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes. Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail? I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any Hiss corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail. I've been wondering about that myself. Did the board let the Hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
It's a mystery.
What do you know about Director Northmore? Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore is famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. You know, standard, uninteresting methods. I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic. Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that.
Yes, we do.
Two board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that... Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them.
Alright, let's talk about the former.
What do you know about an entity named Former? I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me? Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's... separate? Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or a group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although it could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important. Fortune favors the prepared. Do it. I'm gonna keep looking around. I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work. We'll work on that.
Oh, you can't wear these outside of the Foundation. What the hell was that website talking about then? Yeah, I'm gonna just, Oh, there's stuff down there that I haven't looked at yet. Oh, I fell off. Where'd he go? There's one of them. No way. Yay! I did it! You know, I just realized with Marshall dying in the Foundation, that means everyone who was working under Trench is now dead. Like all his management team, they're gone. It's all whoever Jessie decides to have as her heads of staff now. The old guard is completely gone. Basically, Emily Pope is basically gonna be like Dr. Darling's position because he's ascended, I guess. Salvador's dead, probably to be replaced by what's his name? The guy you have to find the pouches of his ranger buddies. Who'll probably be replaced by him. Don't know who will replace Marshall. I'm not sure about Tomasi. Anything interesting in here? There's a few interesting things in here. I'll look at those in a minute.
You're listening to America Overnight, now in our 29th year, lifting the veil between fiction and reality. Thank you for staying up with us. I've been getting a lot of calls about this meteor in Sterling, Colorado. There were reports of a large spherical container that crash landed in a field outside town. Some government people reportedly took it away. Now, we happen to broadcast from Colorado, and Sterling isn't far. I drove down myself to check it out with members of the America Overnight team. I don't need to tell you, it wasn't long before we found pieces of metal debris scattered in a field. Listeners, this is yet another instance of an unidentified flying object, or UFO, entering our airspace and crashing. That the government took away the evidence under cover of darkness only compounds the fact that these are more than likely visitors from beyond our planet, or dare I say, solar system. Head on over to our website to see pictures of the spacecraft pieces we uncovered. And while you're doing that, our sponsors would like your ear. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
It is really cool, in a way that's like, yeah, we stop people from giving any credence to the things that are happening by making like this weird conspiracy theory radio show thing. And then of course, you know, they also find things through it. But it allows them to like sow disinformation and just like help hide things a little bit. Is there anything else in here that isn't a radio?
I took care of the Tomasi problem. Sorry, I forgetting was a coworker. Don't apologize. That wasn't the real Tomasi. He died when the hiss got him. You're right. I just didn't want to be insensitive. Sentimentality is a weakness in situations like these, Jesse. That's Bureau 101.
I don't think Emily's in danger of being called sentimental.
Yay!
How do you feel about me taking
I don't
over as
remember if I've done
director?
this yet.
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I am still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. Well, I've got a Bureau to run. See you soon.
With my
Yes,
cute little
ma'am,
cat
Director
ears.
Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
These are like... They can't all be past directors because I don't think it's been around long enough. Is that supposed to be me? I think that's Trench. I think that's supposed to be me. Unless like the average like life expectancy of a director isn't that long. Wouldn't surprise me a whole lot. Anyways, that's the end of Control. It's all done. There's nothing interesting left to do. If you look at the missions, it's all that stuff. Nothing else left to do. I don't know what I'll do for another Let's Play. Only games that are coming out soon that I'm interested in playing is Cyberpunk 2077, and I won't be doing a Let's Play of that. I want to be able to fully just immerse myself into the game and enjoy myself with it, because playing a game and playing a game for a Let's Play is very different, and I do actually struggle sometimes, because you have to make it interesting to other people. And that means you have to be conscious of talking and explaining things and making jokes if you can. And sometimes I just want to play a video game, you know? So whenever I see you guys next, I'll see you next time.